Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey, good afternoon, Facebook family. Welcome to another episode of Post Daily Dose with me, your trusted parenting advisor, faithful guide and servant on the healing journey. What's my name? Big Papa Brian+Post. Hope you guys are having an amazing, wonderful, God-filled day. I am rocking and rolling, doing just fine out here in Crescent City. Life's good, just busy. So, I want to talk to you guys about the 3 R's. I'm going to get right to it today. Hello, Mimi. We get right to it because I got some other things I got to get to. The 3 R's. Reflect, relate, regulate. Hello, Colleen. Hello, Ashley. Reflect, relate, regulate. So important. Anytime your child is acting out, having a disruption. Look at those beautiful flowers. Are those not amazing? Purple. And then look at these little weeds. Those are weeds. Such a beautiful world we live in. Beautiful. Anytime your child is acting out, and they're not at risk of harming themselves or someone else, because when they are at risk of harming themselves or someone else, you got to do what you got to do. You go into emergency mode, survival, what have you. But as long as they're not at risk of harming themselves or someone else, the first thing you've got to do, the first thing you must do, it is imperative, and this is such a simple formula, and it is so powerful. Anytime, Ashley Marie, thank you so much for those 50 stars. Hello there, Brent, and hello, Amanda. Brent, glad you were introduced by a county worker in Wisconsin. That's awesome. So I'm going to slow down with this because it's so simple, it just gets overlooked. And I've been teaching this for 22 years. I may have developed the 3-phase intervention before I came up with a stress model. I had a little video, VHS tape called Up Close and Personal, a long time ago. Talked about the 3 R's. When your child is acting out, the first thing you have to do is you must stop, take 3 to 10 deep breaths, and reflect on how you are feeling. Not your child, you. Now listen to that. Your kid's going berserk. And I am asking you to stop and reflect and take 3 to 10 deep breaths and ask yourself how you're feeling. Why am I doing that? I am doing that because when your child is acting out, they are stressed out. They may be in an amygdala hijacking. They are not thinking clearly. Their thinking's irrational. Their short-term memory shut down. And the thing that's going to do is it's going to send a vibration straight to your brain. I call it an emotional invitation to a party that you don't want to attend. That vibration they send off is going to go straight to your brain, and you're going to want to react. You're going to want to yell. Hello, Leslie Buchanan. You're going to want to yell. You're going to want to get overwhelmed. You're going to want to tap into your own past trauma stuff and just go crazy. You've got to stop and reflect. You have to. I beg you. Please stop. Take 3 to 10 deep breaths. This morning I was on the phone talking to my mama. And my 16-year-old was in the back in the shower playing her music real loud. And so I got up and I walked back. Mama didn't even know this. I walked back because she was in between her bedroom and the bathroom. The speaker was in her bathroom. And I closed the door. And I'm reflecting. And I'm talking to my mom, and the music's loud, and it's early. And you guys know early in the morning, I like it to be quiet, but she was up. I'm reflecting. I'm taking 3 to 10 deep breaths. She walks out, goes to the bathroom, walks out again, leaves the door open. I go back. I close the door again. This time, she mumbles under her breath for me to, blah, 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 something nasty, I'm sure. I go ahead and I go back, sit on the couch, still talking to my mama. Oh, I got to call you back. You call me later. I'll do that in just a minute. And finish our conversation. I'm still breathing. So I almost went back a third time, but I didn't. Finished the phone call. So I like repetition. Repetition is very important. And so I finished the phone call, and the music's still loud, and I feel myself being stressed. Like, it's early. I don't want to hear loud music, even though I like Eminem. And it wasn't that loud, but the place where we're staying is kind of small. And so I'm like, I have this impulse saying, listen what I'm doing here. In my mind, I am making a decision. Okay, do I yell and say, turn that freaking music down? Because I can. And she will storm into the bathroom and she will cuss and she will slam her speaker and she'll go in her room and she'll slam her door and the music will go off or it will get turned down. See, that's the power of a relationship. I can say turn it down, it's going to get turned down. Or I could just wait. Because my actions of just going and closing the door and not saying a word speak volumes, and it's triggering, it's frustrating for her, but I wait. I chose to wait. And within 5 minutes, she turned it completely off. Within 20 minutes, listen to this, guys. Within 20 minutes, she asked me if I wanted eggs. She was going to make herself some eggs. Within 30 minutes, we had a meeting outside with two of my staff. She brought my scrambled eggs out to me, to the table where we were sitting, with English muffins, with butter. And then an hour later, we go back in. The entire place is spotless. Living room's clean, kitchen area's clean, kitchen's cleaned up, floor swept, spotless. All because I chose to stop and reflect and take 3 to 10 deep breaths. And I know you all have various situations. I understand it. I hear it. It's ringing in my ear. I hear you say, but that's not my situation. I hear what I want you to do is I want you to think about what I'm saying. It's not always going to be your situation. But you have a choice to stop and reflect. You take 3 to 10 deep breaths. You connect to your stress. You connect to your fear. The moment you do that, you begin the process of relating to yourself. And then you can say to your child, I feel stressed. I feel scared. And you don't have to say anything. I chose not to say anything at all. Because I know my child well enough that I can already, I relate to how she's feeling. I can hear her tone of voice and body language. She's prickly. She's my little porcupine. But you can say to your child, I feel scared. I feel stressed. How do you feel? That's relating. And a lot of times they'll say, I don't know. Well, they don't know because in times of stress, our thinking's confused and distorted and our short-term memory suppressed. But then you can say, I feel stressed. I'm probably going to just breathe, take a little break. I'm going to step over here. I want you to be okay. I need you to know that you're safe. I need you to know everything's going to be okay. I need you to know we're going to get through this. More than anything, I need you to know that you are loved. And then what happens is you begin to regulate automatically. Regulation happens automatically. And the outcome of regulation is the growth of love. The growth of love. So for me, this morning, my ability to reflect, relate, and regulate led to breakfast, a clean house, a clean kitchen, a clean bathroom, a clean living room. Freaking amazing. That's what my ability to reflect and just handle my own anxiety and my own stress led to. What can it lead to in your house? I believe it can lead to some pretty amazing things. Reflect, relate, regulate. You didn't know that. You didn't know that was going on, Mimi, when we were having that conversation, did you? You didn't know that. No, you didn't know that. That's because Big Papa handles his internal business. I'm always paying attention to me first, because I create the pathway and I take 100% responsibility for that. God bless you guys. Big Papa loves you. Remember, in any given situation, we always have two choices. We can continue to react from our same blueprints of stress, fear, and overwhelm, or we can stop, we can slow down, we can take 3 to 10 deep breaths, and we can choose love. You have the ability to choose love. You have the power to choose love, and I know you want to choose love. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.